Hello, dear students. Yesterday we stopped with the introduction per Pravartatam Prakritihitaya Parthivaha, and also we have learned something about the great poet Kalidasa. And today we would begin with the lesson. ततः प्रविशति आकाशयानेन रथाधिरूढो राजा मातलिश्च. When the curtain rises on the stage, we see two characters. One is the king Dushyanta and the other is the charioteer of Indra with the name Matali. Tatah pravishati akashayanena rathathirudhaha Raja Matalihi. Cha means also. Raja is here Dushyanta, who is now returning from the heaven after helping Indra to fight the battle with the demons. And once Indra gains victory over the demons, he appreciated the help rendered by Dushyanta and also had felicitated him in a very grand manner, and receiving such great respect and honor, now Dushyanta is on his way back to his capital Hastinapura. That's what we have been told in the introduction for this drama yesterday. And today we are now reading the text of Kalidasa. Here it is said that when the curtain rises for the seventh act, when all the audience is getting ready to watch the seventh act of Abhignana Shakuntalam, the poet describes this journey of Dushyanta from heaven to earth in a very grand manner, in a very beautiful manner. And we have to think such an arrangement has been made on the stage that now Dushyanta is passing through the aerial region, through the path of the sky. Akashayanena tadaha pravishati. How he is traveling? He is now in a chariot. Ratha adhirutaha. He was in the chariot, and one person, Matali by name, is driving the chariot. These two characters are presented at present now in the scene, in the first scene of seventh act. Raja says, Matale Anushtita Nideshopi Satkriya Visheshat Anupayuktamiva Atmanam Samarthaye. Now the king on his way back is recollecting the happy moments he had with the Lord of Lords, with the God of Gods, that is Indra. Matale, O Matale, Anushtita Nideshopi. I did not do a great thing, just I have carried out the instruction of Indra, the order of Indra. Anushtita Nideshaha api Satkriya Visheshat. Due to the honor he had given me. Satkriya means honor, felicitation. Satkriya Vishesha. Vishesha means very special honor I have been given. Anupayuktamiva Atmanam Samarthaye. I feel myself Anupayuktam, as if I don't deserve for such a kind of grand respect or honor given by Indra. Atmanam Anupayuktamiva. Anupayuktam means undeserving. I feel myself to be undeserving, unworthy to receive such great felicitation of Indra. Samarthaye. Samarthaye means I think, I feel. Then to that statement, Matali is answering, Sasmitam, with a smile on his face. He was also happy to see that Dushyanta is of great humility at heart. Though he had the prowess to help Indra, he doesn't boast of his strength or prowess. He just says that I am nothing when compared to the felicitation extended to me by Indra. And Matali was quite happy with his down to earth nature, and with a smile on his face he says Ayushman. Ayushman is an address when we refer to the younger ones. Ayushman means long lived one. Ubhayamapi aparitosham samarthaye. I not only you, I feel that even Indra is not happy with what he had given uh, as felicitation to you, he said. Because he has been close to Indra, he must have come to know the mind of Indra well. He says, Upayamapi aparitosham samarthaye. You feel that you did not do much just by carrying the order of Indra. You are very little when compared to the health station. That's what you feel. But what Indra feels, he feels that you are very great and you have given a very great service to him. And whatever health station he had extended on you in return is but just a normal or very informal thing. Upayamapi aparitosham. That's why he says Upayamapi. In your case, you are not satisfied, and Indra is also not satisfied in his case. Aparitosham samarthaya. Aparitosham means paritosha opposite is aparitosham. Aparitosham means unhappy. Just like you are not happy with yourself, even Indra is not happy with himself. प्रथमोपकृतं मरुत्वतः परिपत्या लघुमन्यते भवान् गणयत्यवदानविस्मितो भवतः सोऽपि न सत्क्रियागुणान् प्रथम उपकृतं मरुत्वतः परिपत्या लघुमन्यते भवान् भवान् means your majesty yourself मरुत्वतः प्रतिपत्या प्रथम उपकृतं लघुमन्यते सः अपि भवता भवतः अवदानविस्मितः सत्क्रियागुणान् न गणयति. What he says, Bhavan means Dushyanta, yourself. Whatever honor you have received from Indra when compared to the service you have done, you feel that you are very little. Prathama Upakrutam, whatever you have done first as a help to Indra, you feel that it is very little. Laghu means little. Manyate, manyate means think yourself. Bhavan manyate, you think that it is very little. Saha api, saha means he, who, Indraha api, bhavataha avadana vismitaha. He was wondered at your prowess. Avadana means prowess. Vismitaha means wondered. He was amazingly looking at your strength and prowess because you could fight the demons in such a grand way. And whatever felicitation he had done towards you, whatever honor he had shown, he feels that it is very little when compared to your great prowess. In this way, both are unhappy. Ganayati avadana vismitaha bhavataha na saha api na satkriya gunan. We have to get that na and add before the verb ganayati. Ganayati means count. Na ganayati means does not count. Means he too feels that whatever he had done is very little when compared to your power or when you come the help you have extended to him. Raja says, Matale ma maivam. Oh Matale, ma evam. Don't say like that. Ma means don't. Please don't say like that. Sakhalu manorathanam api abhumihi visarjanavasara satkaraha mamahi divaukasam samatsham arthasanopaveshitasya. He says, Sahakhalu. Sahakhalu means here, indeed he who, it refers to Indra. That मनोरथानामपि अभूमि विसर्जनावसर सत्कारः सः that felicitation or honor he had given me at the time of bidding farewell to me that I cannot even dream about it. Manorathanamapi abhumihi. Abhumihi means in no way I can think about such hopes or desires. I can't even dream of such desire. Whatever honor he had done, whatever respect he had showered on me, that I can't even dream. Mama hi divaukasam samatsham arthasana upaveshitasya. He had offered his seat to me. Divaukasam samatsham, that too, in the presence of the gods. In the presence of gods, he had offered his throne, the throne of Indra. It's an easy thing. Matalihe. Sadrusham tavaitat. But why do you say like that? It's quite befitting to you. Sadrusham tava etat. Etat means this. This is quite befitting. Etadrushastु sammanah amareshwarat bhavan arhatyeva. You very much deserve this kind of felicitation from Amareshwara. Who is Amareshwara? Indra. Amaranam Ishwaraha Amareshwaraha. Sammanaha means honor or felicitation. And this type of felicitation you very much deserve from Indra because you are also equal to Indra. What he wanted to convey this Matali means Dushyanta is no less when compared to the rank of the gods. He has such a strength, he has such a prowess, and he has such a great and benevolent mind. Raja says Matale Asura Sampraharotsuken Purvedyuhu Divam Athirohata Maya Nalakshitaha Swargamargaha Katamasmin Marutam Pativartamahe. Then that subject is over. When Matali repeatedly was saying that whatever felicitation Indra had given to Dushyanta is quite befitting. It seems Dushyanta is satisfied with his statement and now he is enquiring Matali. Asura sampraharotsukena purvedyuhu divam adhirohata maya nalakshitaha swargamargaha. Yesterday we passed through the same way, through the same path to heaven. But as I was eager to fight the battle, I did not notice the places through which we have traveled and in which place now we are now. Katamasmin Marutam Pativartamahe. We are told that Dushyanta and Matali are passing through the aerial region. And he's asking, Marutam Pati. Marut means sky, the wind, the path of wind. In which path now we are? Katam Asmin Marutam Pati. Pati means in the path. Path is the English word and Patha is the Sanskrit word. Pati means Saptami Vibhakti. In which path now we are traveling? Why? Yesterday we have traveled through the same way, but I did not notice through what places we have traveled. And now, on the way back, Dushyanta finds some time to observe the surroundings. And yesterday, when he traveled to heaven, he was in a hurry to go to heaven and help Indra. He was quite enthusiastic and also he was eager to fight the battle. That's why he could not notice through which places he had traveled. And now, when he is returning to Hastinapura, to his capital, he is observing the surroundings and inquiring Matali through which marga they were now traveling. Matali answers. Matali is saying, त्रिस्रोतसंवहति यो गगनप्रतिष्ठां ज्योतिं श्रीवर्तयति च प्रविभक्तरश्मिः तस्य द्वितीयहरिविक्रमनिस्तमस्कं वायोरिमं परिवहस्य वदन्ति मार्गम् ज्योतिं श्रीवर्तयति च प्रविभक्तरश्मिः तस्य द्वितीयहरिविक्रमनिस्तमस्कं त्रिस्रोतसंवहति यो गगनप्रतिष्ठाम्. All these three lines tell about the path they are traveling now. What is the name of that aerial path or aerial region? That path of wind, it is Parivaha. Vayoh imam. And this is the path of the wind which is called as Parivaha. Margam Vadanti. This has been told to be the Margam, the path of the wind, Parivaha. That is in the, which is very almost near to the heaven and between heaven and earth, we can say. And what kind of place it is? It has been with three adjectives. Trisrotasam vahati yo gagana Gagana means in the sky. Gagana means sky. Pratishtha means established. What is that? It has associated with the heaven here. It is Mandakini, that is Ganga. Trisrotasam. What's the word used to refer to Ganga here? Trisrotasam. Srotas means which has streams. Three means three in English. In Sanskrit it is three, and in English it is three. Trisrotasam. It has three courses. Ganga is said to have three courses, and the first is in sky. That is called as Mandakini. Here it is called Ganga, and then when it goes to Patala, it is called Bhagirathi. These are the three paths of Ganga, and here it is Gagana Pratishtha Ganga. It has been the Marga has been associated with the flow of Ganga, which is called as Mandakini. And Jyotimshi Vartayati cha Pravibhakta Rashmihi. And the current of wind which is casting in all directions, which is spreading in all directions, Pravibhakta Rashmihi. It causes the stars also to move in their proper courses. There are some stars, and who is the power behind these stars? It is this wind here. This is making them pass through their proper courses, or travel or move in their proper courses. So it is giving directions even to the stars to go in their proper way, whose light has been spread in different ways, in different directions. Pravibhakta Rashmihi. And what is making them able to spread their light? It is the wind path here. Tasya dvitiya harivikramanistamaskam vayo imam parivahasya vadanti margam. And this is the most beautiful adjective used here to indicate the importance of that place. When Hari in the Vamanavatara is measuring the place, measuring all the worlds, the second stride had come up to this place. And this is the place where Hari had kept his second stride, that it is his second foot. That's why it has been referred Dvitiya Harivikrama. He is called as Trivikrama. He came as Vamana, but he has grown into Trivikrama. And when he had spread his foot here, he had placed his foot here in the aerial region. This has been made free of darkness. This place has been freed from darkness. All the darkness got dispelled. Once it has been exposed, once Hari's foot had come to this place, the darkness has been dispelled. It has become so bright, so luminous, and there is no place for darkness. It is completely dispelled away, and such is the greatness of this aerial region. And this Vayo Imam. Imam means this. Whose path is this? The Vayu, the path of the wind, which is called as Parivaha Margam. And this is the Marga of the wind, which is called as Parivaha. Once again, I will repeat the shloka. यः गगनप्रतिष्ठां त्रिस्रोतसं वहति ज्योतिंषि प्रविभक्तरश्मिः वर्तयति च तस्य परिवहस्य वायोः द्वितीय हरिविक्रमनिस्तमस्कं वायोः इमं परिवहस्य वदन्ति मार्गम्. That's what has been told in this shloka. He is referring to that place that it has been identified as the place of Parivaha, where Ganga is flowing with the name Mandakini, and where the current of wind is making the stars spread their light in all the directions, and from whose darkness is expelled or dispelled by the foot of Hari in the avatar of Vamana. When as a Trivikrama he was measuring the world, his second foot has come up to this aerial region, and because of that foot, it has been made free of darkness. And Raja is quite happy to come to know. Now he has come to know the reason for his tranquility of mind, for his enlightenment of his mind. He says, how soothing it is. Matale atah khalu sabahyantah karano mamantaratma prasidati. Prasidati means quite tranquilized. Manah prasadam. He is internally, externally, and internally, his senses feel so calm, so tranquilized. Ataha kalu. Oh, this is the reason that I am quite happy here. I feel myself very light. Mama antaratma. Mama antaratma means my soul. Sabahyantah karana. Also, the external and internal senses, they are quite at ease. They are tranquilized. Ataha kalu. Oh, therefore, that's the reason. Kimavam Meghapadavim avatirno swaha idanim. And he notices that they are now descending through the clouds, descending from the clouds region. Kim avam. Avam means we too. Aham avam vayam is the shabda, asmat shabda. Avam means we too. Are we now coming down from the clouds? Matalihi. Yeah, yes. Matalihi is saying, Chanat Ayushman Swadhikara Bhumo Vartishyate. Yeah, you could come to know in a moment's time you will be landing in your own place, the land which is under your power. Swadhikara Bhumihi. Swadhikara Bhumihi means the Bhumi which is under your reign, that is under your control. Chanat. Chanat means in a moment's time. Ayushman. It's referring to Dushyanta. Long lived one will be in his province, the land under your power. Vartishyate means he will be here. Within no time you will be in your own place. Raja Atho Avalokya. He was looking down from the chariot. Matale Vegavataranath आश्चर्यदर्शनः संलक्ष्यते मनुष्यलोकः तथा he is saying to Matali, he is sharing all his feelings with Matali. He is saying Vega Avataranat, we are coming with a very great speed, and this place, this Manushya Loka, the world of the mortals, is giving me a wonderful sight. Samlakshati means is seen. What is seen? Manushya Lokaha. How it is seen? As it is a wonderful sight to look from the sky. The world is appearing so beautiful. Tathahi. Then he describes how beautiful it is to look down to the earth from the aerial region. शैलानाम् अवरोहतीव शिखरात् उन्मज्जतां मेदिनी पर्णाभ्यन्तरलीनतां विजहति स्कन्धोदयात् पादपाः सन्तानैः तनुभावनष्टसलिलाः व्यक्तिं भजन्त्यापगाः उत्क्षिपतेव पश्य भुवनं मत्पार्श्वमानीयते शैलानाम् अवरोहतीव शिखरात् उन्मज्जतां मेदिनी पर्णाभ्यन्तरलीनतां विजहति स्कन्धोदयात् पादपाः विजहन्ति स्कन्धोदयात् पादपाः सन्तानैः तनुभावनष्टसलिलाः व्यक्तिं भजन्ति आपगाः केनापि क्षिपिता उत्क्षिपता इव पश्य भुवनं मत् पार्श्वमानीयते. These are all called as Utpreksha Alankara, which we are going to study in near future. So far, we did not study the Alankaras. Alankaras like Upama, Utpreksha, Rupaka, Ardhantaranyasa. But we will be reading them. Alankara means it's figure of speech. Here, what's the figure of speech that has been used? It is Utpreksha. Utpreksha Alankara is used when something has been imagined, something has been compared, depending on the fancy or imagination of the poet. Here he feels, Dushyanta feels that somebody is throwing this earth towards me, and how it appears, I don't feel that I am descending from the mountains, but I feel that the earth is descending from the mountains. When he is coming down, it is he who is coming down to earth, but he feels that the earth is going down from the mountains. Shailanam avarohativa. Avarohana is opposite to arohana. Arohana is ascending and avarohana is descending. Avarohati plus iva avarohativa. As if. As if Medini. Medini is earth. As if the earth is moving down, is going down. From where? From the mountains. Shikharat unmajjatam. As if it is completely covering the mountains. Means mountains are not seen, only earth has been seen, as if the earth is covering the mountains, it's going down. Parnabhyantaralinatam vijahati skandhodayat padapaha. Padapaha means trees. I feel that the trees are not seen so far. Only the thick foliage of the leaves has been seen. When a person looks from the upper part, when he's coming down from the sky, we don't come to know the branches, we don't see the stems of the trees, but only foliage has been seen. Green foliage has been seen. But now I can feel, I can see the branches and the stems of the trees. Padapaha skanda udayat. Udaya means appearance. Skandha means branches, the shoulders of the tree, that is the branches. Parnabhyantarallinatam vijahati. And now the thick foliage is loose, vijahati. Who is losing? The trees are losing the foliage. It doesn't mean that they are letting off all the leaves, but now so far only leaves are seen, no shoulders or no branches of the trees are seen. And now when I'm coming down, then I can see the trees have the branches and also the stems are clearly seen. सन्तानैः तनुभावनष्टसलिलाः व्यक्तिं भजन्ति आपगाः. Apagaha means rivers. Apah means water. With water they flow. That's why they are called as apagaha. Vyaktim bhajanti. They assume the magnitude now. So far, only some streams of water have been noticed, and now I can feel that they are very good rivers, and they are now assuming the magnitude. Viktim. So far, santanai tanubhava nashta salilaha. Tanubhava means very thin in their structure, and nashta salilaha, the water doesn't appear to be great in content. And now I feel the water, I feel that these rivers are now attaining or assuming magnitude. Spashtam drashtum shaknomi vyaktim bhajanti apaga. He says that now I am able to see the rivers in their magnitude. केनापि उत्क्षिपता इव पश्य भुवनं मत्पार्श्वमानीयते. Utchipata means some, as if somebody has thrown it towards me. Utchipata iva. Iva. This is also Utprecha. Utchipata iva. He is imagining that somebody has thrown the earth towards me, and and now I'm very close to the earth. Mat parshvamaniyate. I feel that somebody is taking the earth towards me. Parshva means to my side. मातलिः साधु दृष्टं स बहुमानमवलोक्य अहो उदाररमणीया पृथ्वी. And even this Matali is quite happy because Dushyanta is having a very keen observation. Sadhu Drushtam, he is appreciating him, say, and say, looking at him with Bahumanam. Bahumanam means appreciation. He is giving a look of appreciation. Sadhu Drushtam, he says, yeah, well observed. And looking at him with some pleasant looks. Aho, Udara Ramaniya Prithvi. And also he feels that Prithvi is so noble and kind and very beautiful also. Udara Ramaniya. It is sublimely beautiful. The Prithvi. Raja. Matale. Katamoyam Purva Apara Samudravagaṭhaha Kanakarasanisyandi Santhya iva Megha Parigaha Sanumanalokyate. Again, Dushyanta is inquiring Matali. What is this mountain here? Kautamaha ayam Purva Apara Samudravagaṭhaha. The mountain whose base has been extended into two oceans, that is the ocean on Purva, that is on eastern side, and Apara on the other side, that is western side. Means the ocean is so wide and also the mountain is so wide. It has its base in two oceans. Kanaka rasa nisyandi sanchaiva megha parighaha sanumana lokyate. And as if it is oozing the gold, Kanaka rasa nisyandi, the juice of gold at the rays of the mount are sanchaiva megha parigaha. The twilight has been observed here, and it's so beautiful to look at. What is that megha parigaha? The line of the clouds. It is appearing as if it is the line of the clouds. Then Matali is answering him. Ayushman, Yesha khalu hemaputo nama kim purusha parvataha tapaha samsiddhi kshetram. Tapaha samsiddhi kshetram. Pashya. Ayushman, Yesha khalu hemaputaha nama kim purusha parvataha tapaha samsiddhi kshetram. And he informs Dushyanta that this mountain, which is said to be, which is observed as the Megha Parigaha by a line of clouds with golden twilight on it, is Hemakuta Parvata, which is the place where demigods stay there. Kim Purushaha Parvataha, and that Parvata is known to be the Samsiddhi Kshetram of Tapas, that is the place of fulfillment for the penances. And he says, Pashya, look at that mountain. Here we stop, dear students, and tomorrow we will once again resume with the same lesson. Pravartatam Prakriti Hitaya Paರ್ಥिवः. See you all.